Hello guys and welcome back to FCB for Life. Welcome to a brand new episode as we gear up for another crucial clash in the La Liga title race. It's match day 32 as we are getting ready to take on Celta Vigo at the Estadio Olímpico Luis Company Stadium. The match kicks off this Saturday at 4:15 p.m. local time, and trust me, you don't want to miss it. Stick around for the match analysis and predicted lineup. Do not go anywhere, sit back and let's dive right in. As La Liga enters its final stretch, Barcelona returns to Montjuic for a crucial home fixture against mid-table Celta Vigo. With just 7 games left in the season, every point is very crucial, especially as Barcelona aims to fend off Real Madrid in the title race. Currently sitting top of the table with 70 points, Barcelona can't afford to drop points rather anytime soon, especially with two massive fixtures coming up with the El Clasico in the Copa del Rey final on April 26 and another El Clasico shortly after on match day 35 in La Liga. The pressure is really on and the margin for error is really shrinking fast and there should be room for none. Barcelona will be aiming to open up a 7-point lead at the top of the table when we host Celta Vigo at the Estadio Olímpico Stadium on Saturday afternoon. Barca currently leads second place Real Madrid by 4 points, while Celta Vigo sits 7th with 5 points behind 6th place Real Betis as they battle for an European spot. After months of dominance and an impressive unbeaten run under Hansi Flick, Barcelona suffered a 3-1 defeat loss to Borussia Dortmund in the second leg of the Champions League quarterfinals. It wasn't Barcelona's best performance under Flick, but despite the defeat, they advanced to the semi-finals with a 5-3 aggregate win thanks to the commanding 4-0 victory in the first leg at Montjuic. Well, let's be honest, Barcelona played their second leg with one eye on the aggregate advantage. The intensity wasn't quite there, and the team looked like they knew they had the margin. Meanwhile, Barcelona didn't come with much intensity with that game, and meanwhile, Dortmund came out needing a win, and which they got. Gracie scored an hat-trick, exposing some defensive vulnerability at the back of the defense, particularly through Gerard Martin's side, who struggled to keep pace at times. With that said, Barcelona have reached the Champions League semi-finals for the first time in 6 years, where they will face a red-hot Inter Milan side on April 30th. It's going to be a massive clash, but the form Barcelona had shown, the fans are really hopeful for a return to the final. Meanwhile, Real Madrid saw their treble hopes end in a very brutal fashion, getting thrashed 5-1 on aggregate by Arsenal in the UEFA Champions League, despite closing the roof of the Santiago Bernabeu. I do not know the reason for that, but still, their mission still failed. They had been chasing a treble dream they hadn't achieved in their 123 years of history, something Barcelona has accomplished not once but twice in the history, and now be on a course for a third one. It's gonna be really nice. That is why Barcelona is the best club in the world. Earlier this season, in the reverse fixture, Barcelona looked on track for a routine win against Celta Vigo back in November 2024. Goals from Rafinha and Lewandowski put Barcelona 2-0 up, but a controversial red card to Marc Casado in the 82nd minute turned the tide, as Celta Vigo capitalized on it and mounted a comeback, scoring twice through Afonso Gonzalez and Hugo Alvarez, sealing a dramatic 2-2 draw. It was a very harsh reminder, but still, it's still going to remind us that complacency is very costly a very big mistake that Flick shouldn't repeat. Celta Vigo heads into this game after a two home defeat to Espanyol. But prior to that, they were unbeaten in 8 games, picking up 5 wins along the way. They have been really exciting to watch a little bit. 44 goals scored with 45 goals conceded. It is the highest in the top 12. That says a lot about their attacking intent and defensive reliability at the back. Celta Vigo finished 13th last season, but now they are chasing a top 6 finish for the first time since 2016, so there is plenty at stake for them also. For the team news, Alejandro Balde remains out with an hamstring injury he picked up against Leganes. He is expected to be out for at least 3 weeks and is targeting a return against Inter Milan. His absence is really huge on the team. He is a very vital piece on the left, and Gerard Martin isn't just ready for me to take on that role, which is a very huge role on his shoulders to take on. And in a very high stakes game matches like this, we also have a final in the Copa del Rey coming up against Real Madrid. I hope Flick gingers him a lot to take on that huge role. Daniel Olmo, who made his return late against Dortmund in the Champions League after recovering from an adductor injury in his right leg, will be in contention for minutes at the match. Ferran Torres and Pedri and also Inigo Martinez are also expected to feature more prominently to the starting lineup, as Flick will be looking to rotate his squad with big games coming up on the horizon. Now moving over to the predicted lineup. At goal, we have Wojciech Szczesny is going to keep on the number 1 shirt at the goal. Then at the heart of defense, we have Inigo Martinez returning to the side with Pau Kubasi as usual to partner with him at the heart of the defense. Then we have Jules Koundé and Gerard Martin, who is going to remain at full back. Then at midfield, we have Pedri, who was given an hour off in the midweek, and we can see the team totally fell apart against Borussia Dortmund. That is to highlight how very important he is to the team. He's going to partner with Frankie de Jong, and they're going to make the double pivot for the midfield. Then in attack, we have Dani Olmo, who just came back from the number 10 role, and I think he's going to sit this one out and he's going to come in the second half. You're going to have Fermin Lopez in his spot at the number 10 role. He's been doing very well, and I think he's going to retain the spot. Then in attack, we have Lamine Yamal, who has been really exhausted against the game in Dortmund. But I think he is going to get a start in this game, because I don't really see who is going to replace him at the left wing. Then he's going to partner with Rafinha and Robert Lewandowski up front with him. It is least possible that Ferran Torres starts in the place of Lewandowski, since Kylian Mbappe would be playing this weekend due to injury, making sure the Pichichi race is intact. So this is my lineup for the weekend game against Celta Vigo. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Drop your likes and comments, and I will do well to reply them.
And that's gonna be a wrap for today's episode, guys. And stay tuned on the channel for more Barca episodes. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any episode. See you on the next one, coolers. Visca Barca.